Hello everybody, welcome back to the report of the game of League of Legends. I'm the Strategy Professor doing a little Zyra action, patch 7.19. Picked Zyra because Jhin picked Jhin really early on. So I don't think that Jin's amazing right now. He's okay, but Zyra's probably the best support with him. Something very aggressive, either Zyra or Thresh. Because he's going to get outscaled, so you have to get ahead early. And the area of effect from Zyra is pretty good with Katarina too. Now, people in chat were asking why am I going Spell Thieves over Coin on 719. The reason is you get more power early on. You give it up some gold later, but, you know, my strategy here is I'm just kind of all in on this early to mid game. So I just want that extra little bit of on-hit and AP that I get from that item. It also does help keep me a little bit safer when I land that auto and get that movement speed later on. Now, Tarek's one of the better picks, like, late game into us because, you know, he can ult and buy a lot of time. But we're going to hit so much damage on him before he can even ult that I think we'll be okay. He can heal through a lot of what we have, too, which is frustrating. Triss didn't get Doran's shield, though, which is good. I mean, a big part of why Zyra rotated out of the meta, aside from she got nerfed a lot, was the introduction of Doran's shield. But more and more AD carries, especially at this elo, just aren't getting that item. Okay, good. So we have a pretty early, like, mid-game team with Pantheon and Zyra and Jhin. Mana's not as much of an issue on Zyra. Some people are saying they like the mana off a coin, which is true. But, but most of the time you find yourself waiting on plants anyways. Zyra has quite a bit of downtime. She has huge bursts, but usually you have to wait on your plants. So, in other words, because it's not really worth it to spam your abilities without plants. They're balanced around, their mana cost is balanced around the plant damage. Interesting. Go ahead and get that heal out of there. Went ahead and popped that Ignite early because I knew he was going to heal, and I just wanted to cut his heal in half and make sure that he used it. So that next time I bind him, he's going to die, probably. So sometimes, even if you're not going to get the kill with the Ignite, if you can just make him burn the heal, heal is on a much longer cooldown than Ignite, so that's a favorable trade. So we'll have about a 30-second window or so. We almost got him. Triss is really annoying to go against because she has so many escapes, but she probably backed. Yeah, so we're going to get an advantage here. Okay. It's really hard for Triss to last hit under tower because her shots explode, see? And now she's not going to be able to get that third one. I'm going to go ahead and go for a book. Just go for the kill here. Because she doesn't have heal. So I know that when my Ignite comes off cooldown, we'll have about 30 seconds to kill her. I might be able to get to level 6. I'll probably still be level 5, but Amp Tone will definitely make sure she either dies or we push her out of lane again. So we went up about 10 CS. He's going to get a lot of this because we have a cannon here. So we missed a handful, but he's going to get these last 4, or he should. Or not, or he can just get one of them, but it's fine. We're still at 10 CS on that, which is about half a kill. She had to get a Cole, and we have a Serried Dirk, so we're pretty far ahead right now in terms of buys. So we can zone him out. Watch out for mid lane. He shouldn't be pushing right now with all of them missing. See if I can get him to go try to clear that. God. God, he got his heal back? Come on. Okay, we got him. Nice. Yeah. People are laughing in chat about the on-hit Janna that Jolly financed yesterday. Nah. Alright, so now they don't have heal again. So if we catch, we can kill Taric. Taric's so easy to kill if we get him. I would like to kill Trist, but... Okay, whatever. What's up? I know, I'm working on it, dear. Here, you can eat the crumbs if you want. You can lick the plate.
No, I just get mad when you eat food.
I don't care. I think you're lovely.
Things aren't always what they say.
Mom and Dad are coming next weekend.
Why, man?
If that's all you.
Like this coming weekend?
No. As in next week. Not this weekend, but next week.
I say.
As in a week and 2 days from now.
I guess. They better bring me a present, though.
Take care.
They'll probably take us out to eat. Well,
Okay.
gotta pick up her Jordan.
I say. Are they bringing that van? Tell them don't worry about it if they're not bringing the van, man.
We still have to go get it.
They don't even worry about coming up here if you're not bringing the van.
We have to leave
Come close.
at or by at the time 9:30 tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
7-7.
Hey, thanks, Danielle. Yeah, I agree. I'm a little worried. Okay, Sejuani's middle. Try that. I don't really like pushing up this far. No, let's back up.
Just a harmless flower.
We're not gonna get that. It's just too dangerous. No, she didn't. She just squinted her eyes at me. No, she was just... There's like a couple of scraps of these french fries that she baked left on this plate. She doesn't like it if there's like any like a crumb left on a plate. Yeah, I stepped back to give all the local gold to Jen.
The forest holds many surprises. So much more to see.
Okay, I'm gonna freeze it there. Jen can come in and farm this safely while I back. I'm gonna go ahead and get Sork Boots here. It's gonna put me really late on Sightstone. We're just so far ahead. I just want to keep pushing with more and more damage.
Things aren't always what
The gold income's nice, but this is basically upgrading my gold income because I'm killing them. And we're taking towers. So it's because we're really far ahead. And I just want to get the most power that I can. Because we're a really kind of early to mid-game comp.
such a busy.
So I don't want to slow down and get a gold item when I can just hit the gas and get more kills, more towers, more dragons.
Wait until my seeds take root.
Nah, I'm dead, probably. Yeah, Moo was really, really late to that. I had to finish his red buff, though, you know. Can't get off that red buff to go help. Like, if he would have just stopped doing red immediately when we pinged that, instead of doing red and, like, run over there, and then chained his ult with my ult, we would have killed him. Would have killed them all. But now they get 2 kills and a dragon in exchange for, and him, so 3 kills and a dragon in exchange for his red buff, which he just passed off to them anyways. So, word of the wise, if a fight breaks out, drop what you're doing in the jungle and go help. If it's going to be a close fight, which it would have been. We would have killed him if Amumu would have been there.
Wait until my seeds take root.
But he stayed over there an extra 3 to 5 seconds to finish off that red buff before he rotated, and it was too late. Like, if he would have been there 3 seconds faster... I really don't think it was, Greg. Jin got caught, and I had to help him. I soloed one of them by myself, and we were very close to turning it. The only difference was Malzahar eventually showed up. And we pinged it, so he heard it. Like, he should have been there. It's either like, okay, I see a Mumu there, and I just, like, predict that a Mumu is going to ignore pings and not go off a red to help, and then I just let them kill Jin and get dragon, or we fight, potentially win the fight, and if a Mumu shows up, we definitely win the fight, and we get dragon. Yeah, we can't get the tower through Malzahar. Ah, okay. It seems bad. Aren't they? Isn't he just gonna ult somebody? I mean, we got half a tower instead of getting, I mean, can't we go over here and get this? I highly doubt that Janna mains are the most toxic people. I mean, I've explained why, like, which champions I think are the most toxic and why. It's the high skill cap champions that have a really high fail rate if they don't snowball early. So it's the Rivens, it's the Fioras, it's the Lee Sins. All of those are going to be the most toxic, probably. And the reason is people aren't going to know how to improve as well because those champions are very difficult to play, especially in respect to like animation canceling and such on Riven. So not only are they going to underperform a lot of times in fights because those champions are hard, but they're not going to understand why. And they're going to see a lot of other people doing really well on those champions on like popular YouTube channels. Because there are a lot of like Riven one-tricks, for example, out there. And they're going to think that those people aren't really that much better than they are, that it's their stupid teammates holding them back. So that's why I think that, you know, things like Riven are going to be the most toxic most of the time. And Yasuo. Like, I think Yasuo and Riven have to be the most toxic. That's not everyone that plays those are toxic, but that's the formula that I described before. Is they see lots of outplay, they think they're really good, just like everyone else that plays those champions on the highlight reels, and the only reason that they fail is because their team's bad. And they won't know how to improve because a lot of it's just really technical stuff that they don't understand. Like auto attack resets, animation canceling, things like that. I would say support mains are probably the least toxic people because you don't care about winning or stats most of the time. Or like, you care about winning, but not like your own personal glory most of the time. It's just because you don't expect that when you sign up as support. We should just get another lane. I don't... I think we just catch him right here.
This passion compels me.
Alright, we got him. Vision score, there's articles about it, forums online. I'm not sure the exact formula, but basically a lot of it has to do, obviously, with how many wards you place, how many wards you destroy. But not all wards are created equal. So wards that are deeper in the jungle that get more vision of the enemy, those are going to be more valuable in terms of vision points. Now, once again, I don't know exactly how that works, but I know that if you get deeper wards, it might be how many times it spots enemies. I'm not sure. But if you have deeper wards that last longer, that don't get destroyed as much, then you get vision. So I think the map is kind of split into two, and the longer you have wards up, deeper, closer to their nexus in enemy territory, the more vision that you get for that. So if you have full duration wards that are like right on top of their nexus, that would be maximum vision score, I think. If they overlap, you don't get as much. So you'd want to like get full vision of their base, and that would be like maximum vision score, especially if you just kill a bunch of their wards to shut out vision. I think the faster you kill wards, so like if you kill a ward like right when they put it down, that gives you a bigger vision score than if you kill a ward like right before it disappears. I think that's kind of how it works. It's a very like murky stat that frankly doesn't mean that much. I mean, it's interesting. I would just say you want to look at like raw numbers. Like this Sejuani had a bigger vision score than I did that game, even though we both bought the same amount of wards. We had the same amount of control wards, and she killed, just destroyed one more ward than I did. So, you know, it's really murky. Now, that game, I shouldn't have a very high vision score because I didn't even buy a sight stone for a lot of the game. I rushed damage items. But, you know, what you really want to just look at is just buying one control ward every 5 minutes and then try to average one normal ward per minute. Obviously, there are certain situations where that's not optimal. So this game, for example, I went more damage because we were snowballing really hard. And I just relied on pink wards in my trinket to get vision in exchange for rushing Haunting Guys and Sork Boots, because those are huge items on Zyra. Let me see here. Yeah, there we go. So I did a lot of damage. I think relatively. I mean, I did more than Sej, more than Tarek, more than Italy. So it's not bad. I mean, way more than Trist. So my team was doing some pretty good damage too, though. Jhin went lethality, so that's a really kind of early to mid game build. And then just every lane snowballed. Okay, let me see here. Well, it just depends, Samantha. Hey, thanks, Focus. Well, I mean, Zyra is good, you know, in the right circumstances. I mean, Ardent did just get nerfed, and so did Janna. Yeah, I mean, Zyra is still pretty good. Okay, that's going to be it for the Zyra VOD. Thank you very much. She's making a slight comeback here because they're nerfing, you know, various support items. That definitely helps her out. So, anyways, thank you very much. Have a good day, and I'll see you next time.